Alright, so we have here just a small lot of PS1 games that I got for a relatively decent price. A couple of them are sealed, some of them are unsealed, but we're just going to go ahead and open it up and see what everything looks like. I haven't actually opened this up yet, as you can see, but I'm going to go ahead and just crack it open real quick, and we'll see what's inside.
So here's kind of everything laid out right now. We'll go over the sealed stuff in just a second, but for now I just want to go over everything that's unsealed. First off, we have Street Fighter Alpha 3. It's very nice. Not in box, no manual, and it came in a little NFL case, but that's fine. Disc is a disc. Final Fantasy 9 actually is in immaculate condition. The jewel case doesn't really have any damage to it. All the discs seem fine. Everything in here has been tested. That's unsealed, obviously, but this case is actually really nice. I actually quite like it. Everything looks really nice. The manual's in perfect shape. No scratches, no dents, no nothing. Same thing with Final Fantasy Anthology. This is pretty good. I've never actually, well, I guess there's a little nick right there, but other than that, everything else inside is pretty good, I would say. Funny thing about this, or through Final Fantasy VII, is obviously it's just greatest hits. Box is a little banged up, but I actually didn't know that they were going to send me the original casing. This is super beat up. I might end up just kind of swapping out the stuff in here and just putting it in here so it looks nicer. I might even actually end up swapping the case for one of these and just to make it look nice, just because I know Final Fantasy VII is the big one of the big ones. But as for the sealed stuff, we have Final Fantasy Origins. I actually don't know if these are genuinely sealed or not. I want to say probably not, but I'm going to go ahead and get that verified at one point or another. But other than that, we have this Final Fantasy Origins. We have Final Fantasy Chronicles. As you can see, it's wrapped a little bit differently than the smaller jewel case because, obviously these ones are bigger. We have Chrono Cross. Again, very nice seal. And then the big one, Final Fantasy VII Greatest Hits Sealed. This one actually is the one that really caught my eye with this whole lot. I originally was just looking for just a copy of Final Fantasy VII. I managed to find this listing. Unfortunately, the seal is partially broken along the side. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, right there. And I think, no, it's just on the bottom here. But yeah, the seal's slightly broken. I don't know if that'll affect its value in any way. Pretty sure at least some of these are resealed because, as you can see, compared, actually no. Yeah, no, this one's definitely been resealed for sure. I don't know if you can hear inside. Something's broken in there. So unless this is banged up at one point or another and something broken there, then obviously it's been resealed. But as you can see, the sealing here is different than the sealing here. So I feel like this is probably resealed. But you know what? That's fine because the price I paid for all of this, the reason why I even decided to take a risk with any of these is because I'd still get my money's worth, even if all this was unsealed. So that's mainly why I ended up buying this. And, I got, again, it was mainly just for this. And I got all this. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. But I'll go ahead and see if I can get these verified to see if at least some of them are sealed. And I'll see what I can get for them. Alright guys, it's the next day. I went ahead and went down to my local game store to get everything checked out. Unfortunately, all 4 of the sealed titles were actually resealed, but that's okay because, I got a good price on everything when I initially bought it. I ended up getting about 50 bucks. I had 757 on my account before, so 50 bucks isn't too bad for those 4 titles. I would have ended up getting about 30, but I ended up talking them up to 50, so it's really nice. And, again, I mainly wanted Final Fantasy VII. I started playing that last night. Of course, it's still good. Just a cautionary tale, if you're ever going to buy anything sealed, make sure that you are verifying that, everything is sealed. Thankfully, eBay does usually side with the buyer if you decide to, try and get a chargeback for everything if it's been resealed, if you've paid, a sealed price for it. But overall, I'm fairly happy. I'm going to go ahead and start organizing this, probably get this case all swapped out with the other one to make it look nicer. And that's pretty much it. I'll maybe do videos like this more often if I come across stuff like this. This is just a hobby for now, but we'll see where it goes. Anyway, thank you. Alright, I lied one more thing. I just went ahead and switched out the jewel case for Final Fantasy VII, so now the black label is in a nicer looking case. Probably going to keep this one on display. As you can see, I did put the greatest hits labels back in the other jewel cases. I'm probably gonna try and find a better, you know, big box for this one so I can make it look a little bit nicer. Probably go ahead and, you know, sell this to someone who needs a case. What's most funny about this one is that this actually has a Final Fantasy VIII manual in there, so I'll probably sell that as well. This one, I'm also going to have to get another box at some point because this one doesn't actually close properly. It's loose, as you can see with this one. It doesn't open. This one does, no pressure. But, you know, everything's still complete in box. I mean, other than having to swap this out at some point, I mean, I'm fairly happy. Thank you.